Good things, Delmarva.
We are back. Thank you for staying with us. Well, the Brain Injury Association of Delaware hosting an annual event that's sure to affect change on Delmarva. The Brain Strong 5K intended to raise funds and awareness for traumatic brain injuries in youth. Joining me this morning with the details is Miss Rebecca Mills. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we were talking and I was saying, well, what made you interested in you're on the advisory board for the Brain Injury Association. Tell us a little bit about that experience and how that came to be.
Okay, so I guess 4 years ago, I started working on my race, Brain Strong, and it's a 5K race helping raise awareness on the impact of concussions in youth sports. And so I started with that, and I got more and more involved in BIDA, the Brain Injury Association of Delaware. And one of the things that BIDA was wanting to focus on is pediatrics. They didn't really have anything for the youth and teens in Delaware. And so with my race, it kind of catapulted the pediatric track. And so with the pediatric track, I started getting more involved with that. And so then this year, I just was voted on the advisory board.
Okay. You are an athlete. You are a runner. We were talking. And I imagine being in high school, there's been a lot of chatter, like you were saying, about sports injuries, especially in younger students. What was your thought on that, being an athlete and being around athletes? Was it taken seriously that these concussions can be a big deal?
No, not at all. People thought they were like a trophy. I got a concussion. It's, something I should be proud of, but it's not. You're hurting your brain, and your brain is what's keeping you alive, and it's your thoughts and your emotions, and you shouldn't want to harm that. So I think people need to see the message that concussions are not something that's good. They're something that can harm you. So that was my main goal, in spreading that and helping people be more aware and able to be better protected.
Now, as a cross-country runner, I mean, certainly you're not taking the hits that some more physically challenging athletes are, but still, you have to be aware of your body and physicality in order to maintain what you do. Has this made you more conscious in terms of your sport?
I think so. Cross-country is such a mental sport. You're really in your head a lot of the race. So kind of bringing the brain injury aspect, thinking about what would happen if you weren't in the same sort of mindset as you are now, and how concussion changed that. Like, could you physically perform the same way? Would you get the same experiences? And you don't think about that beforehand, but after, it does change you, and people have a hard time focusing or getting back into their sport or school. And so it does make you more aware of how you're thinking and what effect you can have if you have a concussion.
Now, as a member of BIAD, do you meet regularly and kind of assess where the group is in terms of getting the word out and information? How does that work in terms of really letting students, schools, or the community at large know your mission and your goals?
Yeah, BIAD meets once a month. There's a board of directors and there's an advisory board, and they all meet together. And BIAD focuses on all brain injury in the state. So they have services for support groups for brain injury survivors. They're the ones that speak to the legislators locally, in state, and even in DC. They're the main advocates in the state. So my aspect is pediatric and concussions, but the Brain Injury Association of Delaware tries to get the word out on all brain injury.
How long, so 4 years now, have you been on the?
Yeah, this will be my 4th year.
Wow, a long time. Have you seen, do you think you've seen strides being made in terms of people getting the message?
I think so. All of the schools in the Henlopen Conference, they have Bay Health Wellness Centers, and the student athletes in sports can get free impact testing, which is a test that you take before and after you get a concussion.
Okay.
And it's an objective test that measures your speed and memory. And so you can tell, look, there has been a change after I got a concussion. And more students are doing it. Up north, AI DuPont has started a program to do the same thing. So there's been a lot more recently, and there's concussion summits going on with doctors in the state. So I think there's more word. It's just actually getting the change with the people.
All right, I know your friends are like, oh my God, here comes Rebecca. She wants to talk brain injury, I'm sure. But it probably feels good to you to know that it's a passion of yours that people are getting, they're hearing, they see
Yeah.
that that's what, part of what you are.
Absolutely.
All right, listen, when we come back, we want to talk about the event, the race, and how people can get involved and where the funds will go. So we'll talk more with Rebecca after the break about the Brain Strong 5K. Stick around, we'll be right back.